Hi, this is Karen Thaxton, author of 2 Wordtracker Masterclass Series ebooks, Article Marketing, The Right Way to Build Links, and E-Commerce Copywriting, Proven Strategies for Boosting Sales and Search Rankings. And it's the e-commerce copywriting that I really want to talk to you about today. There have been so many issues going on with the PANDA update, and e-commerce websites have sort of gotten shuffled into the mix. Originally, PANDA was targeted toward content farms, but that very definition has applied to a lot of reseller-based e-commerce websites. And these are things that I can sort of understand Google taking a hard stance on. As a matter of fact, the e-commerce copywriting ebook was published by Wordtracker in late 2010, and I had already been preaching for years before the book was written that e-commerce websites needed to particularly pay attention to certain issues. Well, many of those were things that were brought up with the PANDA update. It's all come full circle now and is nipping at the heels of e-commerce websites, especially those that are reselling other manufacturers' products and not their own products. And that can possibly include, I don't have any stats on these, but even as an example, Macy's, Walmart, these people don't sell their own products. They sell other people's products. They're resellers. So a lot of that comes into play when you're looking at what's happened with PANDA. But if you think about it, you take the emotion out of losing a lot of your traffic as an e-commerce site and you look logically at this, it makes sense from a consumer behavior standpoint, from a usability standpoint, from a sales standpoint. All of these things are far and beyond above any search engine implications that might come into play when you're building and writing copy and other types of content for an e-commerce website. And I've got 3 tips here that I want to share with you that can pull you out of that PANDA slump. And all of these are discussed in my e-commerce copywriting ebook that you can find on the Wordtracker website. On page 61, for example, one of the things that we begin to talk about there is giving a clear reason for people to buy from your website. This is especially important if you're a reseller because a customer, usually their search behavior involves going to some search engine, Google or Bing or whatever they choose, and typing in, for example, 9 West women's black pumps. And when they do that, they get hundreds of thousands of web pages to choose from that pop up in the search results for whatever engine they're using. As they click through all of these, they're finding the same 9 West black pumps on site after site after site. And they have the same title, the same description, the same product copy, the same price. There's no reason for anybody to buy from your particular website. And that's a failure of Marketing 101. Marketing 101 tells you you have to give people a clear reason to purchase from you, or they won't. You think about going to the toothpaste aisle at your local drugstore and you look around, the basis is you want to clean your teeth, but they make it really easy for you to choose which toothpaste you want because in addition to just cleaning your teeth, they come in different flavors, they can freshen your breath, they can whiten your teeth, they can help with sensitivity if you have sensitive teeth. So even though there may be 50 different brands and types of toothpaste on that aisle, each one is targeted to a particular need. So in order for you to get those surfers to purchase from your site instead of all the others that are basically duplicates of the site that you've created, they're selling the same products for the same price with the same copy, then you have to give them as clear a reason as the toothpaste manufacturers give to buy from you. Now, there are 11 reasons that you can possibly use. It only takes one. Choose the one that's best for you. But starting on page 61, you'll find 11 reasons that you might consider incorporating into your website. You could also use a free report if you created a very helpful. Don't fill it full of fluff. Make it truly useful. And your site visitors could give you their email address. You could start your own list and mark it to your list. They would download this helpful report that might direct them in a certain area or give information that's not available on other people's websites. That would be helpful. If your content management system has the function of incorporating a wish list, you may want to use that feature and allow people to add things to their wish list on your website, and then implement a series of autoresponder messages to remind them, that there are things in their wish list. And you could do a little marketing in those autoresponders as well to help boost your sales. The second thing that you need to change immediately, the first is making it perfectly clear why they should buy from your site and not all the others that sell the exact same stuff. Number two, get rid of the duplicate content. Now, I know this is a huge issue with a lot of resellers, especially those that have really large inventories or those that handle closeouts. An example, again, I have no data on this site, but an example would be Overstock.com. They buy closeouts, and the products may be in their inventory a day. They may be in there a month, but there's no telling. They're limited quantities. But I understand not investing a lot of time in that, but you can add other content to the page if you must use the manufacturer provided copy for your description. You can include other information on that page that will make it not be exact duplicates of pages on other websites. At the same time, and the third thing I want to talk to you about is adding value. So in chapter 5 of the e-commerce copywriting book, you find all the information you need to know about duplicate content, which Google is really cracking down on right now. And number 3 that we just mentioned, at the same time you are reducing duplicate content, you want to add value. These three things work together. Giving a clear reason to buy from you, decreasing or eliminating duplicate content, and adding value to your visitors. Now, you can add value simply by opening up customer comments, allowing for testimonials to be published about specific products or about categories of products. You can pull in your Twitter feed and feed it in when it has to do with that kind of product. Same with your blog. If you don't have a blog, you really need to get one. And please do not fill it full of more information about the products themselves. You need to give useful, helpful information to your visitors on your blog, not just sales pitch after sales pitch. That's what your website is for. So pull in a blog feed about those particular products if you have one in use. You can give how to use information, and this sort of relates back to the free report type of thing as well. Those could work together. You could have webinars or teleclasses about how to creatively use the products that you sell in general. You could post a link to that in a little description. There's all sorts of different ways that you could give value to your customers, so it's not just another website that's selling the same shoes at the same price with the same copy and the same free shipping or the whatever. You have to have a way to stand out, to avoid duplicate content, and to add value to your customers. These are the 3 things that Panda is screaming about the most. So when you get a handle on those, you can look forward to eventually, hopefully, regaining the traffic from search engines that you have lost. This is Karen Thaxton, author of E-Commerce Copywriting, Proven Strategies for Boosting Your Sales and Search Rankings. On behalf of Wordtracker, I thank you so much. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get to them just as quickly as I can.